All right. So yeah, here I am in my apartment again. I was just coming in, and I realized that I saw this dude sitting on the bench that I normally see all the time. And I mean, every once in a while he'll be sitting on the bench, or he'll be walking by his apartment, like just walking around, taking walks, which is good. Everybody needs to take walks. You know what I mean? I grew up in a real rough neighborhood from the age of 9 till like 21 before I got in the military. And a lot of times, I try not to be, I try not to get worried about this kind of thing. But then you start thinking about whether or not the guy's got a job. And if he doesn't have a job, like, what is he doing just walking around the neighborhood and shit? I start thinking that he's like casing people's shit, just walking around. I mean, there are the occasional tweakers that will like ride into the neighborhood and like, go through the dumpsters, and that's like every day. I don't even care about that shit. But it's when you don't look like you're doing something. It's when you're sitting in the park and there's a playground there. There's no kids or anything like that, but you're just sitting there, just chilling, just looking around. You know what I mean? And I've never seen you, like, have a routine of getting in a car and going to work or walking to work, doing some kind of work. That always makes a motherfucker a little paranoid when you're living in an apartment complex. And here again, I mean, my friends will probably be like, man, you're just fucking paranoid, and then I say, well, I remember when I was 10, and for a week I got into this gang, and they wanted me to go case people's shit. And this could be karma. Who fucking knows? I don't know. But, and then you would go and do it. And then when I finally realized what I was doing, I was like, holy shit, I didn't realize I was actually casing anything. And when I realized what I was doing, I was like, or what they were asking me to do, I quit the gang. I was like, I don't want to be here anymore. I just want to be a little kid. Luckily for me, I didn't get the shit beat out of me. But, I kind of looked like the gang leader, so they took it easy on me and just kind of let me fend for myself in the neighborhood. Well, now that I'm older, and I think I always look for that guy that's casing shit in my apartment, or, wherever I am, I mean, wherever I'm living at, I always look for that guy that he's got that itchy need to know what's going on in people's cars. And I've seen people, like, in my neighborhood, like, look in people's cars just a little bit, little peek, just to see what's in there, because maybe they're poor or they want to break into the fucking car, or they know somebody else that likes to break into cars, and or whatever. So I know when this shit's happening. So yeah, I'll just continue. I'll let you know. I'll keep you briefed up on what's going on with, like, I don't know if you want to give him a name. He's extremely tall. He's a big dude. He looks like 7 feet tall. And I'm just like, wow, what's he doing just walking around he looks like a fucking basketball athlete, And I'm like, with that much height, and that, like, the kind of genetics this guy has, even at his age, because he looks like he's in his 50s. But he also kind of looks like he just got out of jail. You know what I mean? Just made it out of jail. He's in good shape, He can go work a fucking job and make some money. But there's gotta be a reason why he's just sitting out there or just walking around. I think he lives with his mom, and he just got out of jail, and he doesn't have a job, and sometimes he just gets bored, and maybe he just wants to sit in the park because he just smoked some good herb, and he's just chilling. That's probably what he's doing. But my paranoid mind always thinks that something is fucking up, and I've got to stop being this way. But yeah, it's hard to let go of. And so, because who doesn't like to smoke up a little bit, just go sit in the park? That's pretty fucking normal, right? That's normal as fuck. But then I start thinking about, like, have I ever known this person to have a job? Even if I don't know them, as a man, I tend to think, I wonder if this person works. What does he do during the day? why is he just walking around looking like he's looking at shit? You know, he's never looking at anybody's car or anything like that. But it's just sometimes, if you grew up in the hood, you fucking know, what I'm talking about. You know what to look for. You know the telltale signs of like different like creepers, different fucking weirdos. And, if you've ever lived in a trailer park, which I have, you know about trailer park weirdos because I'm one of them. You know what to look for. You know what a crackhead's like, or you know what a meth head's like. They all got different mannerisms and fucking behaviors. Some of them just like to go into garbage cans and look for metal and shit. That's fine. If they didn't do anything wrong, they're just looking for fucking metal. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Right? And then you got the crackheads that kind of stumble in, they're homeless or whatever. They're kind of itching their neck or whatever. You can tell, man. But meth heads are different. Meth heads that, are either on meth or they got some fentanyl shit going on. Now, if they're breakdancing, they're doing fentanyl. That's the breakdancing drug right there. When you see people like talking to themselves and like they're stuck in one position and shit, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on with this person? Or they're talking to the air, that's fentanyl. That's how that shit is. Meth, that's not meth, but that's like could be a mixture of meth and fentanyl. Sometimes it's a mixture of meth and crack, but fentanyl is like taking over and it's causing humans to do some fucking weird shit. So yeah. My radar's always on.